Hello, here's a video in which I, Nick, will show you an overview of a new MOC of mine, which has to represent a fusion between my MOC Toa Rahi and my MOC version of Marendar. So, before you start thinking that I'm actually going to take their parts and combine them as a set, that is not true. I just made a MOC that is, in my fanfiction, story-wise, a fusion between these two. So I won't actually put them together, I will just show you a MOC that is story-wise a fusion of them in my fanfiction. So here we got my Marendar MOC, which is actually the first MOC I ever showed on YouTube in an overview. And here is the first MOC I ever built. This is just the MOC I started MOC building with. Before that I only used official builds, and that is Toa Rahi. So in my fanfiction this is Marendar, how he looks like, and I made an own Marendar MOC because its original appearance was never revealed. We only had knowing acknowledgement of his existence, but it was never revealed how he looked like. It was never a bowling competition, not anything. So I just built one, and this is how it looks in my story, in my fanfiction, because I really think it's a cool character and I want to use it. And this is Toa Rahi, which is totally 100% made up by me, so it's not in the official story in an unrevealed look. This one is just fully mine for the idea of the character. And in my fanfiction it is so that when Marendar starts rampaging, he's able to Marendar is able to shoot acid from his three blades, and acid is not an element that was allowed by LEGO for the official storyline, so it's nice I could include it in my own storyline, my own alternate universe of it. And he can just fire, vaporize, and corrode, I don't know what word, but with his acids he got one for biological, one for mechanical, and one for the rest. And this here is Toa Rahi, and he is capable of mutating everything he hits with his claw blasters into a Rahi. Once he was a Toa of Air, I think, and he himself was mutated into what he is now by the Mask of Life, and he became a Dark Hunter. So in my story-wise, Marendar starts rampaging and he hits Toa Rahi with his acid, and Toa Rahi fully melts, and what is left of him lands on Marendar. And because he still got some mutation power in himself, he mutates Marendar with his own acid and the power of Toa Rahi into a biological version of Marendar, which is just biological Marendar. And in that version of him, he's actually a lot stronger because he has the powers of Toa Rahi now. But he also has weaknesses because, well, he's not fully biological, of course, he is biomechanical. And so now he actually has some weaknesses because his armor is changed. He has organic parts which are vulnerable, and he is actually weak to his own acid. But he has a blaster which makes him able to mutate people, so mutate other characters. So now I'm going to show their fusion of how this and this will be fused, these two characters in my storyline. What I thought of. A little bit getting the lights right, and I'm putting these two a little bit aside, and he is off the platform now. And then I'm going to show you what I created for their fusion. So this here is their fusion. This isn't the best shot right now. Gotta do his legs a little different and get him fully on screen. And now this is the result of fusing, accidentally fusing Toa Rahi and the Mechanical Marendar into one being. This here is the Biomechanical Marendar. He has weaknesses. He obtained weaknesses and he obtained more powers. So it's kind of mixed, but now a Toa or the golden Toa is able to take him on. He's actually destructible. Yeah, that's actually it. He got more powerful, but he's also able to be destroyed now or to be killed by the Toa. I'm going to put these two fully aside now, and I'm going to focus on the Fusion MOC. I made this when someone asked for me to do a 100 subscriber special, and I would like to do that, but I don't think this is really suitable for a video that important. I started building for something that would look cool, but I got something that looks cool. I mean, it's the first fusion story-wise of two of my MOCs, but I wanted to do something special with that video if I'm going to make one. And this here is just a normal episode. No, it's just a normal video. Well, here is the Biomechanical Marendar. He still has his tubes like the normal Marendar, but now they are smaller and they actually have some organic purpose. And he also got some of them underneath his shoulders. Light. He actually got some underneath his shoulders, so now he looks like this. Just starting with the feet. Here are the feet. They are not really special, but was a lot of work on them. They're simply these big infinite feet, like the normal render, but now green. They look kind of robotic and very organic at the same time. So that's why I used it on both of them. I put also a little stopper for this socket joint. I didn't put a normal left arm. I just put this technical piece here, so it will also be a little wider to go with the rest of the leg, to fill it up a little bit more. Really symmetrical this foot is now, and it doesn't look too skinny here. You get the friction adder here because he's really big and he doesn't have double joints like the older Marendar. Then we got to his legs. His full skeleton is built of Hero Factory bone pieces. I only used the new Hero Factory sockets except for the head, but I could change the head if I wanted to. I just don't have the right color to do that. And I put Bionicle armor on it and a little bit Hero Factory armor to fill it in from the back. This here fits perfectly well for it to get onto here. I'll take this off. You can see that this here is connected particularly by this piece here, and this piece is stopped from moving by this piece of armor. So that works out well. Then we go to the hips, thighs, things which are fist-rack feet and a little lift arm, T-formed, and another socket friction adder. I used the lighter, the medium stone gray color here because it's the only color available here, and it doesn't bother that much because it's mostly from the inside or from the back that you see this color. And it isn't too far off of the color scheme. It is not like it's fully yellow or something. It's just a light grayish color. Maybe a little bit of robotic parts left. Just a little fully robotic part left here. He's kind of skinny here on the hips, but I actually kind of like that look. I don't really know why, but it just looks good, even though it's kind of skinny. Some Hero Factory XLs also have that problem, but on this one it does look kind of cool, because here it is white, and you can see this as one part of a movement. So you got actually, I should fit in this place instead of this, and this place isn't able to be filled in. So that looks okay, I think. I would like to get these friction adders in black, because that would look better, but the gray does work for now. I use them on the feet and on the hips, not on the knees, because that was impossible. And now it has just as much friction adders in the same spots as the combiner models of the Legends of Chima construction figures. So he's actually just as big as these combiners, and he has just as many friction adders. When we go to the torso, which for armor is mostly the same as Marendar, with this visceric foot and this Matoran torso armor, but the belt of the armor and the build of the torso and the back are fully different. It now uses one of these Ventoka Makuta torso parts and a Hordica torso part that is put into it, in front of it, and then particularly inside it, and a normal hips piece. And then here I could put some Technic parts, a little Technic part underneath here, that allows these Toamata weapon arms to be attached on. And on that I put some tubes that cross each other and go into the back. There's still a little bit opening here, but I'll show you why that is there in seconds. He has the neck of the Clitorian, and then a Clitorian head, and the mask of a Core Hunter. I think this mask really fits for a biomechanical being whose theme is the biological part, and it kind of suits with the mask of the older Marendar, which has more custom made mask. This one looks really robotic. This one looks a little bit more organic, but they both look just as fierce and mean and evil. And that is, they also look cold and stuff, and that is what I was going for. Then he got these wings from the Mary Halley. I put on these wings because I had to put something on these parts of the Vaki arms, and they kind of look cool on this one. I hadn't used the wings on any of my MOCs, and that is mostly because I'm using them on so many MOCs, and then I take them off at the last moment because I want to use them for other MOCs. But this one time I had it be on there, and it looks great with this one. It's just a shame they aren't black or green. That would be great to go with the color scheme, but it still looks okay, like silver feathers or something. He has some kind of animal mutation because of Toa Rahi, so these could be silver feathers. I wouldn't be surprised if silver feathers existed in the Bionicle story world. Then we go to his upper arms, and I really worked a lot on these upper arms, and the answer at the last moment was really simple. They are just these Metro torsos with the filling up chest plate, and they are used as the upper arms. They are connected using a socket joint and this triangular thick version of the slicer foot. Simple connection, but it works out well. It doesn't get loose or something. It doesn't get off, and it goes with the shape of the rest of the MOC, and it fills in all space that needs to be filled in. Then we go to the lower arms, which have weapons connected to them. This one has a blaster, which has the power of the blasters of Toa Rahi, and the power of the destruction blaster of Marendar, the Cordoc blaster, the giant Cordoc blaster. So it's a destructing mutation beam. It's either destructs you and mutation, or it mutates you, or both. It just makes you a whole mess. You just wouldn't want to be hit by this. That's just the thing. So they got I put the armor on the upper part. This here fits in with this here, so it looks like it is stably connected, even in story-wise. And then here you got these arms. On the other arm, he simply got this wrecking thumper thing from the Hordica Wenua, and this is very simply connected. That way he has 2 demoralizing tools, and he also has the power to mutate any life. He has a little bit power of the Mask of Life because he absorbed the fat of Toa Rahi, and he's more dangerous than ever, but he is defeatable now, and that is his problem. It's kinda scary for him to once be invincible and not be that anymore. Need to finally watch out for anything in life. A bit of a shame I can't get him on the full screen because he's a little bit too big, so I need to put him to the side a bit. I'll just put him in a pose or something, and that doesn't even work. Now I'm going to show you his little function. So this is his normal attacking walking mode, just attacking on the ground to... Oh, by the way, he also lost his power to change size. The older one, here, this one was able to change his size at will to a limit and a minimum that is decided. And this one is stuck at the size he got when he was mutated, and that is exactly like this one is right now. That is why these parts are just as big. He still got a little bit bigger, but that is just because of the mutation and not because of any size growing magic like in the Biomechanical world. So he is stuck at this size, and he needs to fight Toas that may be bigger than him even. But he is very powerful, so it is still a fair battle. Whether either side could lose or win. Now I'm going to show you what I mean with this is his walking battling mode. Because if you put up the wings again, and if you... I really need to find something to move the camera. And if you put this here on the back, this weapon, as some kind of a tail feather part, you already get this look. And then, to give him an extra boost, you take off, and I'll put him down right now, his weapon, his blaster. Then you take off this little technic piece and put it on here. So there's a little bit balling, but it's kind of simple to do. And then you can put this on here. And when you do that, you got a gigantic blaster that gives him enough force, and with the tumbler of course too, that can emit air pressure. He has enough force to fly really, really fast. He just blasts off through things, and he's just capable of, I don't know, going at the speed of the jet tracks or something. Just an immense speed and force he has now. Only he can't fly too long because, of course, he's vulnerable now. If he still was his normal mode, he could fly whatever he wanted, but he couldn't. He can't go at full force and speed and time at the same time. He just needs to take it step by step, and to give him a use blast forward or up. And that is the way he moves around, and the other one was the way he demolizes around. So this is the first MOC, story-wise fusion, and I would like to get him on full screen, so I'm going to put him in a pose that gives him the ability to put him on full screen, like this here. This here looks much better. and now he's on full screen. So then this here is the organic version of Marendar, my first MOC fusion, and the camera is really annoying. Damn it. Alright. I'm going to put them together with this older version, which doesn't have to bend forward because he's not that big, and with his fusion partner, which I got here. And the green, he got the green from Toa Rahi. Toa Rahi is actually green from the back everywhere. Also this green torso piece and green limbs. And Toa Rahi was once Toa of Air, so that's why he got the green color, and also because it has to represent his organic being-ish. So now he has the power to mutate, destroy and everything, and fly even at immense speeds, but he is vulnerable. So that is actually how this story will end, with him mutating and then either be beaten or be dressed and kill everybody. One of these two. I'm not going to ruin the story for you that I made by telling you which one is going to win. But this is one of the final battles with him. I need to make some being that could take him on, and that will be in a future video, possibly. As you can see, he has a lot of traits with normal Marendar. As I told you, the heads are comparable. The tubes here, but these are smaller and more compact, and this really big and robot-like. He actually got organic legs now, much more organic looking. This one has really robotic legs. Feet are the same mold, but different colors and different stories behind them. Torso armor is partially the same, but the torso itself is different, so this one looks simply more organic than this one, and that is really what I was going for. He lost his 4 arms now. He just got 2 arms, but he got hands. This one has really robotic hand-like things, the old hands actually, which I think look more robotic than these hands. And I wanted to once give these normal hands, but now I see this comparison, I really think this one needs to keep his hands. So I'm really pleased with what I created right now. I hope you guys liked it too. I'll possibly make a 100 subscriber special once. I'm not sure what I should do. Maybe you guys got any ideas for what to do for a 100 subscriber special. I could make a MOC contest or a MOC request. So a MOC contest without winners, but just if you'd like to make a MOC that is part of my story, you can do that. I could do things like that, those, and you guys could suggest things too. So thanks for watching. These here are part of the final battle in my storyline. More videos coming up, of course, like always, even though they aren't in rapidly that's fast on YouTube, one after another stuff. I really need to work on my English, but just thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, so maybe I can also make it 200 or 150 or 1 billion, 6 billion, 8 billion subscriber first video special. And this is it for now. Also, don't forget to like the video, of course, if you liked it and if you like the MOC. Don't forget to watch my other videos, which are about other MOCs and other stuff and reviews. Mostly you could watch my newest videos because these are of better quality, but all the older ones can be fun to watch too. I need to watch them all when I get the time to. That will be fun. So thanks for watching, and this is actually it for the video right now. Well, bye. Bye.